Does anybody here miss the time when lunch was more than just a meal, but a cherished tradition? Those heartwarming, quick dishes that your grandmother conjured up out of nowhere. Set the table for 21 delicious meals that remind us how good it used to be. Our first lunch takes us back to a simpler time, this TV dinner. Picture a meal featuring turkey and stuffing or Salisbury steak, complete with gravy, mashed potatoes, and corn. Ready to eat in just a few minutes. That was a TV dinner, a perfectly portioned, tasty meal prepackaged in an aluminum tray divided into compartments resembling a TV screen. It was the pinnacle of ingenuity, convenience, and flavor. To put it into perspective, imagine a packaged meal that looks like the screen of your phone, allowing you to watch this nostalgic video while enjoying a happy meal. It's surprising that no one has tried to bring this back. If our first lunch was the pinnacle of convenience, our next lunch is the pinnacle of innovation and home cooking. Ham and Banana Hollandaise, a unique dish from the 70s. Sweet and creamy bananas wrapped in savory, smoky ham, all drizzled with a delicious, decadent Hollandaise sauce. It's a perfect mix of contrasting textures and flavors, a delightful balance between sweet and salty, smooth and supple, buttery and citrusy. My mouth is watering at the prospect of this harmonious symphony of exotic flavors and textures. Ham and Banana Hollandaise takes us back to a time when culinary experiments were encouraged and celebrated. This forgotten culinary gem certainly deserves a revival. Picture this: Sioux City, Iowa in the 1930s. A cook named Joe creates a new dish: ground beef, onions, tomato sauce or ketchup, all flavored with brown sugar and a hint of Worcestershire sauce. This messy delight soon became known as Sloppy Joe due to the sandwich's sloppy nature. The Sloppy Joe became a hit for its sweet, tangy flavor and simply. Children in school cafeterias loved it because it was easy to make in large quantities. People added their own twist, such as bell peppers, garlic, or chili powder, depending on the region. This dish was not only delicious, but also budget-friendly, perfect for feeding a crowd without breaking the bank. In 1958, Vince DiDino surprised us with a Rice-A-Roni known as the San Francisco treat.
It's Rice-A-Roni, the new side dish from San Francisco. Now there's no doubt about it. This is the nicest thing that could happen to a busy housewife.
This clever dish combines rice and vermicelli, sautéed in butter and then simmered in a flavorful broth. It was the perfect side dish for busy families due to its versatility and easy preparation. With flavors like chicken, beef, and Spanish, there was something for everyone. The catchy jingle from the commercials helped cement this dish in American culture. Although it's now less popular due to the rise of health-conscious eating habits, Rice-A-Roni remains a symbol of culinary creativity from the past. During tough economic times, Tuna Noodle Casserole found its place at the dinner table. The dish combined canned tuna, egg noodles, a creamy mushroom soup base, peas, and a crunchy topping like crushed chips or breadcrumbs. It was a cost-effective way to feed the family and was praised for its quick preparation. People added their own twist to the dish, such as incorporating cheddar cheese in the Midwest or extra vegetables like celery or bell peppers. Especially popular in the winter, this dish was loved for its hearty and warming character. The simple yet satisfying charm of creamed chipped beef on toast is rarely matched by any other food. Lovingly known as SOS due to its economical and easy preparation, creamed chipped beef on toast offers more than its humble presentation suggests. It's a perfect combination of everyday ingredients to form a simple yet hearty and filling meal. When times were tougher and work was outdoors, this one meal was enough to get you through the day. Thinly sliced dried beef, enveloped in a creamy white sauce, all atop a humble piece of toast. This unassuming combination was a staple on countless lunch tables. The leg of mutton is a classic that embodies the charm of simplicity and tradition. This dish is a roasted leg of lamb marinated with garlic, rosemary, and thyme, and was slowly roasted to perfection, with a crispy exterior and juicy interior. Served with seasonal vegetables and a creamy gravy, it was a filling and nutritious meal that brought families together. In the 1950s, this dish was a highlight of the day, a moment of rest and satisfaction. It brought comfort and contentment, reflecting the values of family and of home. The lunch leg of mutton remains a symbol of care and dedication, a nostalgic reminder of the beauty of simplicity. Today, it evokes images of warm afternoons and homely coziness. This classic meal has always held a special place in our hearts and on our tables. Next up is beef stroganoff, and it's like a warm hug from the past. This dish originated in 19th century Russia and quickly became popular in the United States in the 1950s and 60s due to its exotic yet homey appeal. It consists of tender strips of beef in a creamy sour cream sauce, often flavored with mushrooms and onions and served over noodles or rice. Though it's less commonly eaten today, beef stroganoff remains a beloved dish that is adapted to local tastes around the world. Next on our list is chicken a la king, and it has a very mysterious origin. Possibly named after a hotel chef or a man named James King, this dish became popular in the early 20th century in the United States. It consists of a creamy sauce with chunks of chicken, mushrooms, green peppers, and pimentos, served over rice, pasta, or bread. It was a perfect way to use up leftover chicken and was often served at dinners and family gatherings in the 1950s and 60s. Though it's now less frequently eaten, it remains a favorite that's adapted to local tastes worldwide. Picture this: New York, 1896, in the upscale Waldorf Astoria Hotel. Here, the Waldorf Salad was born, a crisp mix of apples, celery, and walnuts, all bound together by a creamy mayonnaise dressing. Oscar Tshirky, the maitre d' hotel, is credited with creating this iconic dish. Despite not containing lettuce, it became a hit due to its refreshing simplicity and elegance. Over the years, people have experimented with the ingredients, such as adding grapes, substituting yogurt for mayonnaise, or adding chicken for more sustenance. Though it's less commonly seen today, the Waldorf salad remains influential in salad culture. Liver and onions is a dish that harks back to a time when people valued the nutritious iron-rich parts of the animal. The dish consists of beef liver, often soaked in milk to soften the strong flavor, then fried with onions until the liver is crispy on the edges but tender inside. The caramelized onions add a sweet contrast that balances perfectly. This dish was especially popular in areas with large meatpacking industries, such as the Midwest and Northeast of the United States. Though it's less popular now due to a preference for lighter flavors, liver and onions evoke memories of earlier times. Braunschweiger on crackers is a simple yet flavorful snack that evokes nostalgia for coziness and home. This combination of creamy, spreadable liverwurst and crunchy crackers offers a perfect balance of richness and texture. In the 1950s and 60s, Braunschweiger was a popular choice for parties and family gatherings, often served with pickles and cheese. This flavorful liverwurst, infused with herbs and spices, was generously spread over the crackers for a delightful bite. This dish brought people together. It was simple yet special, perfect for those informal moments of togetherness. Today, the snack reminds us of the beauty of simple pleasures and the warmth of home. Turkey and cranberry sandwiches are a classic combination that evokes the festive scents and flavors of the holiday season. These simple yet delicious sandwiches consist of juicy slices of turkey topped with a tangy cranberry sauce served on fresh bread. In the 1950s, they were a favorite leftover after Thanksgiving, perfect for a quick, filling lunch. The juicy turkey and vibrant cranberry sauce creates a flavor explosion that is both savory and sweet. This dish symbolizes the togetherness and coziness of the holidays, when families turn leftovers into tasty new dishes. Today, they remain a beloved choice for those who want to enjoy the nostalgic flavors of the holidays, time and again. This dish, which smells of nostalgia and tastes of comfort, was invented in 1955 by Dorcas Riley at the Campbell Soup Company. The casserole combines canned green beans, mushroom soup, and crispy fried onions. It quickly became a must-have for Thanksgiving due to its creamy deliciousness and irresistible oniony crunch. Despite its fame, the casserole has fallen out of everyday use, surpassed by fresher and more modern side dishes. However, chefs and home cooks alike are giving it a modern makeover with fresh green beans or homemade mushroom sauce. Pineapple chicken is a sweet nod to the mid-20th century love for combining fruit and savory elements in one dish. It features juicy pieces of chicken cooked with pineapple and bell peppers, all covered in a sweet and sour sauce made from vinegar, brown sugar, and soy sauce. This fusion dish reflects the area's fascination with Hawaiian and Polynesian culture. Though its popularity has waned due to the shift towards more authentic and less sugary interpretations of ethnic cuisine, it still occasionally appears at family gatherings or potlucks. Pimento cheese took off in the early 20th century thanks to clever innovations in the American dairy industry. It's a simple mix of shredded cheddar, pimento peppers, and a dollop of mayonnaise, resulting in a spreadable cheese with a nice kick from the sweet peppers. This dish became a favorite in the South, where pimentos were as common as sunshine and was perfect for sandwiches, celery fillers, or on a burger at a barbecue. Despite the rise of artisanal cheeses and spreads, pimento cheese remains a classic at Southern gatherings. Picture this, it's 1937 and Hormel Foods launches a product that would take the world by storm. Spam. During World War II, Spam became a staple thanks to its long shelf life and easy use. Spam sandwiches, grilled or not, served with simple condiments like mustard or mayo, were especially popular in areas where fresh meat was scarce. In Hawaii, Spam became so popular that it led to the creation of the local favorite Spam musubi, where the canned meat is combined with rice and seaweed. Although the popularity of Spam sandwiches has declined, it remains a cultural icon in places like Hawaii, where it shines in local dishes. Deviled ham spread, created by Underwood in 1868, is a spicy ham spread made by mixing cooked ham with mustard, mayonnaise, and spices. This dish was popular for its versatility and convenience, perfect for sandwiches, crackers, or as a dip. It was often used as a quick lunch option or as a part of picnic meals. Though deviled ham spread is less commonly seen today, it remains an iconic taste that reminds us of simpler times. Pickled beet eggs are a striking dish made from hard-boiled eggs pickled in a mix of beet juice, vinegar, sugar, and spices, giving them a vibrant purple color. This dish has its roots in Pennsylvania Dutch cuisine and was a popular way to preserve eggs and add flavor. They were especially popular at lunch dinners and potlucks in areas where traditional preservation techniques were valued. Even though they're less frequently seen today, pickled beet eggs remain a traditional dish still made in certain communities and homes. Banana meatloaf was a unique dish from the 1950s, where ripe bananas were mixed with ground meat and spices to create a sweet and savory meatloaf. This dish reflected the creative culinary experiments of the time and was a popular way to use up leftovers. Though it's less commonly made now, banana meatloaf remains an example of the inventiveness and bold flavor combinations of past generations. Our final dish evokes nostalgia like no other. Tomato Surprise was a creative dish from the 1950s, where a tomato was hollowed out and filled with a mixture of tuna salad, chicken salad, or other fillings. It was an elegant and colorful way to transform a simple salad into an impressive lunch option. This dish was often served at garden parties and ladies' luncheons. Though it's less popular now, Tomato Surprise remains a creative and nostalgic meal option that reminds us of the inventiveness of past generations. So which of these delicious dishes brought back the most lunch memories for you? Make sure you let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.